you also start noticing sort of laying around portions of scrolls, scraps of paper, mostly about trying to reverse curses. You look and you now see the one front, similarly chiseled into the stone, anger. On this wooden door, like a pin, just jutting out.
So yeah, I guess I'm gonna just like, have a little poke.
It draws a bit of blood, and then it spreads across the whole door frame. It's this weird blood portal kind of shimmer, and from it comes this form, identical to you.
But it's made of blood.
You start to feel your own ears burn. He brings up that glaive, ready to deal some damage.
I reach out one hand, I do my most impressive sounding incantation, really trying to sell it. I use minor illusion and conjure like a sort of transparent wall of force in between Will and
That's not illusion,
this thing.
it's force.
It does nothing, it just looks very impressive. Shimmering barrier with like runes etched around the edge, hums gently. Actually no, I can't make it make a sound, I hum gently. And I'm like,
As you face off with this version of yourself, raised suddenly this magical curtain shimmering with runes on the side, and weirdly some sort of sound resonating from behind you. But you see it now through the filter of this wall.
I'm not gonna rage. I guess I'm gonna swing at him.
Calm down, mate.
You're kind of taken aback by this moment, this culmination of things in effect, of the barrier and with the bloody form and the humming. You just get your
Glaive.
you don't even try to really make an attack against it, you just sort of swing and the barrier ripples a bit as you see this thing with blank eyes just staring you down.
I'm gonna put my hand up to the shimmering wall, like, but not touching it, just like.
Oh, okay. But not touching it, so you still think it's there.
I hum a little bit higher.
I also want you to roll a d4.
1.
The intensity's built a bit in your ears.
Kick the dice by
Wait,
your
humming?
No, the intensity of the pain is
Oh,
burning
okay.
in his ears, and you take 1 burning damage.
Fuck off! And I'm going to take out the immovable rod.
Ben, pressing the button is an action.
I know. So I've got my shield and I've
It's a
got,
really
I've got
stiff
my hand
button.
on the rod, just sort of hidden behind the shield.
I assume there's a magical
9,
barrier
10
that's going to
feet
protect
away.
us.
Yeah,
How
I'm
big's the room?
assuming that's
How high's
right.
the room?
15 feet.
So I fly up to ceiling height, but I don't attack. Wait and see how this plays out.
This thing, seeing Bryn with his hand out, just comes up with the glaive
Cuts him
him
off.
off.
and is going to go just to slash straight at his main body. Brings down this glaive and just swipes at your chest. You take 7 slashing damage from this thing, as this big gash rips across your form. Kind of the blood of the glaive itself mingling with your own.
Yen's pretty confused, but he'd rather act than not, so he's going to knock an arrow and try and fire at this thing's head. 10 damage? I better just kill Will.
Well, now we find out whether or not I take the damage it takes. This is the fun bit.
Cautiously, Yen-
Cautiously, he shoots an arrow.
You shoot him in the thigh.
Cautiously,
You're like, yeah, and we're literally just like, I don't know.
Fires
the
away.
arrow passes straight through the head. It does sort of shiver a bit and shake it off as though it had taken some damage. Not as much as you'd thought it would.
I'd like to cuff Bryn over the back of the head and ask him if it hurts.
Yeah, it fucking hurt.
Okay,
me.
good. Just checking.
You're bleeding from the chest
Damn, I
here.
didn't
There's
bite
a
you.
man there.
Literally,
Maybe
all
mine's
I
blood.
did was...
You're slapping my head. What are you doing?
Can you
You're
really
gonna
not
turn
tell us
in a
apart?
second.
I'm afraid of blood.
Alright, the boar.
Animal handling.
I'm like, please. I'm bleeding. This
You're seeing this damage done to his owner. Somewhat confused by this visage of the same thing, but in a bloody form. He turns to you, expectantly, like waiting in order.
And I'm like, sick balls! Gets a gentleman's 7. 1 more than his owner.
In his confusion, doesn't make contact. Swerves off, kind of cautiously, uneasy about the whole situation.
That's one of my fucking uppers here, so
And
I'm
now
just
it's-
gonna let out the bag.
And now it's Rod's turn.
Frostbite.
And what
is that why
does
he wasn't
Frostbite
doing shit
do? Roll that damage.
Yeah, my d6.
Smash him.
That's a 1. He also gets disadvantage on attacks on the next turn.
You bring up your hand to Frostbite. This portion of its body, the lower chest, kind of suddenly goes a bit slushy, and kind of slops some of the form out from the side and just hits the floor, as it then just reforms itself, heating up again.
Bryn is
No, first one.
keeping this cool. He's not
I
going
hit
to rage.
Goblin.
Oh, 11. I'm not going to get him.
Again, you're still sort of thrown off by this whole situation.
And the blood loss is starting to go to my head.
Having hidden the immovable rod,
Yeah.
I'm gonna suddenly be like, huzzah! Take it out, try and ram it into his chest, and as it goes in, press the button.
Okay. I'm
Which is
gonna
that
say strength.
Fuck! I got a 2 plus 5. I got a 7.
You reach its body, but you can't seem to like go. It gives some way, but not enough for you to actually get your hand through that sort of curtain, as it were, of blood.
Now thinking, oh, it's actually a genuine threat. Not sure this barrier doesn't seem to do much. I think
I'm gonna blame the barrier for my lack of penetration.
my good old buddy Bryn, he's in danger. So from my high up position, with my quarterstaff, I kind of swoop down and try and smash it with both hands. A 9.
Still looking at Bryn, not even looking at you. It just ducks out of the way.
Well, then I'm going to use my bonus attack. So I got to swoop it and go fuck it, and then I'm going to claw at it. 19!
You just swipe across its chest, and you just get like a great big puddle of blood just from its side, spurts out and spatters the wall and the floor behind it.
Stop
Who's
it.
up next?
Yeah.
It's me.
No,
I'm
no,
not
it's not you.
Oh,
It's him.
oh.
He's going to cut my head off now.
Yeah.
shit!
It takes its glaive, still kind of feeling a bit of that after effect from, yes. It seems more, less fluid in its motion. It still brings down its glaive and just misses completely
Oh, sweet.
Bryn's form.
Did something.
Yen ducks to the wall and gets around behind it, and then just with his rapier, he brings it straight through the chest, and you can see just out from its chest, the end of the rapier. He brings it up, carving this great big sort of slice as the form just collapses
Flowers
like
open.
that, and slowly sticks back together, but it has lost a fair bit of its form that's just leaped to the floor now, covering a big puddle of blood that's surrounding you guys. We now come to Fjord.
He's now getting a bit rolled up. He's going to try and... Oh, he misses. He misses.
Again,
He's getting right up!
First time it wasn't wound up enough, this time it was too wound up.
Shakes his head
angrily
wildly.
sort of shakes a bit and then just ready to do something, but he doesn't know what.
I don't think Charming will work on this. I'll just cast Frostbite again.
And you cast.
Oh, I cast Extra Planar Dirty Boys. It's a magical sex line. A small portal opens in the air and says, "If you'd like to talk to our dirtiest boys, press 1 for the really filthy sluts. Speak 2."
And you
I
guys,
jump, I'm like, dispel. Oh, I don't know how this got in here. I don't know how I got in my spell book.
we're back to Bryn. You hear this disembodied voice.
Is he going to give me a clue as to why I'm being murdered?
Why do you cheat yourself? Why are you denying your past and your heritage?
It's behind me.
Elves are dicks.
Maybe you don't hate these elves. Maybe you just hate yourself.
I'm frustrated. I'm going to rage now.
You
and
rage.
then I slash the shit out of him. Or at least I try to. Because it's
Right.
rolled me out.
Oh my god.
I got a 1.
You're so pissed, you actually just take your whole action just to get into that mindset, because it's so overwhelming. However, in this, you do sense your ears stop burning, and you're not going to take any damage, they just go back to normal.
So I'm just going to move a little bit back.
As you step back, it does bring its glaive out. It tries to get you again. You've already got 1 slash around on your chest. The other side, now completing the cross, and you take, though you're raged,
Yeah.
you take 5 slashing damage. Yeah.
Is that 5 total or 5 after the halving?
5 after.
This fucker's rolling so much better than me. It's ridiculous.
Mate, I think I prefer Bloodbryn.
Yeah, he's cool. You can have him.
Do you want to try?
Fuck this noise. I'm going to attack him with my saber.
You bring out your saber and you swing it wildly, and now because this form's moving through the curtain, you just hit the curtain. The effect of that curtain disappears completely now. It's no longer there. You just slice away at its arm, and it just makes this big gash as blood starts pouring out to the floor again, and it's starting to kind of lose its form. It's not taking a great deal of damage as you'd wanted it to.
Yep.
I will allow as a bonus action you to try that whole thing again if you want.
What, the
to.
rod thing? An 18 plus 5, that is a 23.
You're so annoyed with this mass and how it's confronting your friend and just what it represents. You bring this rod and you just punch it straight through its form, straight in its center. You lose your hands completely, you can't see what's going on, but you click that button and you just bring your hand out as it's moving and it just sort of seems to stop.
Motherfucker gonna get us stuffing up in his business!
Motherfucker can certainly try. So, let's go.
20.
Roll that damage. Yep.
Two-handed.
You bring it down, bludgeoning
bitch.
it in its stupid bloody
Yeah.
face. You just pummel its face as it just sort of...
Am I still slightly airborne?
Yeah, sure, you're still slightly airborne, still flapping, but you just bludgeon it. You see its sort of face just shatter, but it quickly reforms, but it does lose more of its form as it sort of spatters to the floor behind it. You bring your claws out and you scrape its form, this time like the neck area, as it kind of almost severs the head. As it comes back up and forms again, but it's losing more and more mass. The form of the bloody Bryn, like with a very fluid, sort of unnatural motion, just a cock of the head towards this giant bird that's disrupting his fight. And he just takes his glaive, he just about clips your leg as you take 4 slashing damage from it.
Oh!
Yes.
It just about is able to get the removal rod out of it, just walk past it.
Right.
And so it just sort of stretches out this rod's form behind its back before it kind of bursts, some of the blood spattering. And I will roll some damage for that.
I'll kind of run after it, stabbing wildly with rapier.
You just sort of slash at one of its limbs and almost severing it before it swings back into place. But again, it is losing this form and is starting to, reduce in size a bit. You see the anger on its face kind of dissipate somewhat, still determined to go towards you, but less focus in its eyes now. Rod.
Oh fuck it, frostbite. Let's see how this goes. Oh shit, I need a fucked up spell already.
What spell do you cast?
You know what, this time I've just got nothing in the tank. Not every time I get a spell wrong. Sometimes I just fuck up. I cast frost next to it. Like the ground next to it gets super cold. It would have been really good as well. It would have
Would have been
done
great.
6 damage.
But you missed it. You missed it. Now we come to Bryn.
I'm gonna super slash at its stupid face.
Go for it.
Fuck you,
Oh.
me.
I missed it. What?
I've messed up with something. Yen and Marcus roll d4s. You take 3 burning damage, and you take 2 burning damage.
What was
So
that
good.
for?
Being close.
Wait,
to
this burning damage, is it
Getting
just
blood
all over or my
spots
ears burning? My ears are burning.
Your ears are burning as well.
Mate, you need to sort this ear business
Someone's
out.
talking about you.
Can I retroactively do my reckless attack so I get advantage?
Yes.
Even though I've
Yep.
Oh my
fucked
god.
it up again. Now he has advantage on me. Thanks,
Wow, that's insane, man.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What was the first roll?
4. So that was 5.
You're slashing, but you're not hitting.
Pokey pokey, saber time. I'm gonna poke him with the saber.
I assume so, yeah. Yes, so you bring that saber down and you make a nice carving on its back now, and it's...
It's an M.
It's a quick little M with a flourish, and it's starting to lose some more of that form as it goes backwards a bit before some of the blood has to reshift around the form just to get it back upright again.
Right, I'd like to imagine I'm back on the ground now. I'm going to swing the quarterstaff from my head, swing it at him.
You smash it, it just bursts, but then, like, from its core, its chest getting smaller as it has to bring that blood up to reform a visage of a head again.
With the momentum from swinging round, smash him in the head.
15.
That'll hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. Riddle know that. That'll
It's
hit.
your armor class, isn't it? You've got
Yeah,
13.
because it's fucking shit.
And so you bring that claw and you go straight for the chest, and you just sort of pull like a puddle of blood, covering your hands, by the way. You've got Bryn's blood all over your arm now, as it spatters across the floor, like an arterial burst. I keep forgetting this. I need you to roll on a d4, I'm afraid.
4. 4 damage.
4 burning damage. And so now...
I hate to invoke wrath, but surely I would be taking the damage as well.
You don't? You take no burning damage.
Because you.
You were taking burning damage. You're not taking burning damage anymore. We come to Bloodprint. He now turns to face Marcus.
Let's do this.
He brings that glaive and he just swipes it across your arm, creating this great big scar. So now we come to Yen, my boy. I need you to roll a d4.
3.
You take 3 burning damage to the
Hey, what have I done? Well, I'm definitely going to kill him now. Shit. No.
You're gonna kill him, are you?
Oh,
You're gonna kill him, are you?
Or are we not going to do it?
But we come to Fjord.
19.
Yes!
Fjord is riled up.
He
He's
better
spent a
finish it
whole
off.
turn shaking and just getting pumped up and angry. Fjord just charges on in there, tusks ready, and just makes a mess of the whole leg situation. Blood spurts everywhere on the ground, covering his whole face in your blood, mind you. You notice it visibly get a bit shorter as it has to sort of reclaim some of the blood and try and like bring it back down to connect the legs again. We get to
Frostbite.
Do you cast a different spell, perhaps?
I mean, it's
I'm
going
down
to
to
be
10
another
health.
condiment.
It's gonna be another condiment spell. Edwin's wonderful condiment.
Yeah, it was actually different this time. It was paprika. Paprika and
That's not a condiment,
and
that's a
turmeric.
spice.
Well,
It's seasoning rather than condiment.
Edwin was a very good magician, but not a brilliant namer. I'm going to randomise it.
Okay, go for
It's
it.
going to be
Coriander.
time. Fuck.
Time. Covered in time.
No, wait, sorry. +1 parsley.
A sprig of parsley appears from the ether and just sort of sticks to his face. Bryn,
Just slash it for once. No, not.
Is it now hard?
Dude,
Can I reckless that?
yeah.
Oh no, wait. I might not be able to do
It wasn't that
that.
good, Sam.
It doesn't matter. I missed anyway.
I
but-
don't understand how this is physically
No,
possible.
oh my god. I
You've
don't know
not
how.
rolled anything
I
above
don't
a
know how,
5.
man.
You did earlier, and you hit it at some point, didn't you?
Nope.
Ah.
Can I literally just try and rugby tackle it now?
You're so pissed that your attacks keep missing and this visage of yourself just insulting you at this point. You charge, you get your hands and you just plunge them straight into its chest and you just sort of grab globules of blood and just sort of spray and spatter the walls as you cover your whole front in blood. And
That's pretty good.
just losing all of this mass as it slowly has to compensate again as it bends, face now coming towards you, deadlocking eyes. But then it comes back again as it gets that mass back in its stomach, but it seems very crippled at this point. Marcus.
Yeah, I'm gonna strike it. I get a 5 plus 5, I get 10. That's not gonna do it. That is not cut the mustard. I would like to use second wind though to try and recover some health. Oh my god, I recover 3 health.
And it needs to roll a d4 as well.
Oh no.
If this is a 4, it's a 2. Right, so I go up 1.
Rack.
I'm going to swing it with my quarter glove again. That's what I do. 20, natural 20.
You smack just across its body, its whole form. A big burst of blood, just sort of like an arterial sort of vein bursting, just sort of spurts across the floor as it loses quite a fair amount of form, but it just is able to shift up, and now it's lost basically its left arm. It doesn't keep the same form really, apart from the face.
I unleash a flurry of blows,
How do you finish it off?
kind of hit at it, miss, and then kind of do a kind of like a spinning jump and kick it in the face.
Jump, yeah, it's like a spinning jump
It's
kick.
kind of
A
spinning jump.
roundhouse kick to the face.
That kind of like
Very
spinny.
cool. You jump
And the
up
wings make it look even more badass.
Spin it.
A flash of green.
as what was it? Your foot? Did you say?
Yeah, safe
Just
to
spins around and just knocks the head off this. It just bursts. The whole form of it collapses into a giant
a
puddle on
shower.
the floor, and you
Or
were
a
covered.
bird bath.
You were covered in blood as this thing lies just as a puddle on the floor. I didn't think that would take so long. There was a lot of bad rolls there, guys.
I'm gonna recover the immovable rod and my shield and request that we take a rest.
I need a rest. I'm dying.
We need someone to keep watch. Who's
I will
not
keep
hurt,
watch.
so-
I am
You
fine.
do take what, 4 hours rest?
Yeah.
During that time, you just hear the grinding of stone.
You just rub out the two
moaning,
Did the
door unlock?
range. Yes. The
Back.
voice does come back briefly just to say, why do you live your false life? You could be so powerful if you embraced your true self. At least you have a true self to embrace.
Shut up, you nerd.
During this time of rest, you collect yourselves, gather your thoughts, especially Bryn after your weird encounter, or you occasionally hear like the flapping of like what you imagine to be bats' wings and stuff, and the wails and the flickering on the wall as time passes. Occasionally you feel your whole chamber you're in just shift around. The disembodied voice sometimes pitches in, more than anything, prying Rard about his own magical abilities. So what? What magic do you cast?
I put on some smooth lounge.
Are you a powerful wizard?
I'm pretty good.
Can you reverse death?
Tip it upside down. Upside down it goes. Onto your face. Oh my god. We're never going to need to swim. There's too many things to pick up.